guys, so I'm really excited about this video because we are doing a few different looks inspired by Chanel's new Rouge Coco Bloom lip colors. I really quickly want to thank Chanel for partnering with me on this video. I absolutely have adored working with them over the past few years, and even though this is a sponsored video, I want to let you guys know that all of these opinions are my own. I'll be doing a few looks today, building up from each look, showing you how I go from my most natural look to my most evening glam look. I was able to narrow down the 20 color range to a few of my favorites, and then you guys voted for your favorites on my Instagram stories. So I will be using those favorites in this video, and make sure that you follow me on Instagram so you don't miss anything like that again. I will be linking all of the products in the description below so that you guys can shop anything that you want. I think that's all we have to say, so let's get on into the video. So this first look, I really want to focus on keeping the skin clean and light, super easy to wear, natural look with a fun, bright pop of color. I'm using the Chanel Water Fresh tint. I love this when I'm going for a really natural look. It is like a light to medium coverage foundation. I'm using this in the color medium light. And it's this beautiful watery gel texture with the pigment suspended throughout it. So I'm just applying some of this onto my skin. And you can see how light coverage this is and how much it looks like my skin. It just adds a nice hydration and covers up some of that redness that you may have while still letting your skin just look like it's skin. From here, I like to move on to brows. I'm using the Laura Mercier brow pencil in brunette, just brushing my brows out here, adding the lightest touch of definition. I want to keep my brows looking super natural like the rest of the look. I also like to use the soap brow technique just to give them a little bit of extra hold. So I'm just adding the Hourglass Veil retouching fluid here, just on whatever little spots that I might need a little extra help on that the foundation didn't quite cover up, and then just a touch under my eyes to help brighten up that area. For blush, I'm using the Ilia Color Haze pigment. This is one of my favorite things to use when I'm using all cream products. I just take a touch on my finger like that, and I just like to dot it wherever I would naturally get some sun. You just want to look like you have that tiny bit of a natural sun-kissed flush. I'm just going to add a little bit of powder. This is the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder. I think this is the most beautiful item that I own. And just using a small fluffy powder brush, just lightly powder under my eyes, a little bit on those spots, and just a touch just on this spot on my forehead. So this is my Chanel lash curler, and I'm not going to put anything on my lashes here. I just wanted to give them that lifted effect. I'm just going to be using the Chanel Balm Essential really quickly here. This is one of my favorite products. This is the transparent one, so it just gives you this really beautiful natural glow to your skin, and I'm just hitting my cheekbones with that. I'm going to put a little bit right here where I would have a natural highlight on my face, and then going on the other side here as well. So I've taken the liberty of quickly lining my lips off camera. I'll be doing that for each of the colors, and I will be using the same Chanel lip liner, and I will leave that linked in the description for you guys. So now we can get into the fun part here, and I can show you the Rouge Coco Bloom lip color in action. This is the color 130 Blossom, which was one of the colors that you guys voted for on my Instagram stories. So this is a bright, punchy coral. I'm really excited about this color for this look. And as you can see, it really easily slides on. So these lip colors feel like a balm, but they have this really beautiful, intense long wear color and high shine finish. And I think the thing that's really nice is that even though it's a plumping lip color, there's no burning, there's no cooling sensation. You're just left with these beautiful, plumped, full lips that are very hydrated and have a beautiful color. So now that we have finished this look, I'm going to wipe this lip off and change so that I can show you how to layer onto this for a little bit more of a refined look. So where the last look was a very natural everyday look, this look is when I want to feel a little bit more refined and define my makeup a little bit more. I'm using this eyeshadow trio and just using my finger on the middle shade, adding a light wash of color over my lid. I went for a peachier color because I have blue eyes and it makes them pop, but you can really go for any color you feel like would work for your eyes best. Then using a cream eyeshadow from Chanel, this is in the color Mirage, just smudge that across my lash line just for a little bit more definition there. And I'm going to add a tiny bit under my eye as well. And you can just play around and smudge things around until you get the desired look on your eyes. So after giving my eyelashes another little curl here, I am using the Le Volume de Chanel, which is my original favorite mascara from Chanel. I know I talk about a lot of these products being favorites of mine, but I really do love them and I want to share them with you guys. So I am just going to apply a light layer of this to my top lashes. I'm not going to go crazy yet, just going to give my lower lashes the teeny tiniest bit of mascara as well here too. I am using the Healthy Glow Illuminating Powder, and this has the most beautiful pattern pressed into it. It's a little spiral rope here. And then I'm just using a really fluffy brush, taking up a little bit of that product, giving that a brush over my face. I'm just adding a glow with this, not going too crazy. There's a very, very light glow to it. I don't want to call it a shimmer, but it just helps your skin have that really beautiful like aura to it. For this look, I'm using the color 110 Chance, which is actually a different color than what I had you guys vote on in my stories on Instagram. I know someone's gonna pick up on that, and I was using that color a lot because I really loved it, and me being me, I misplaced it. So this color is the closest to it, which is also one of the things I really love about this range of colors, is not only are there a lot of different colors to choose from, there's a lot of different colors that are similar with a little bit of a tweak for people with different skin undertones. So I really, really love that. There's so many options. Just going to apply this lightly. This is, I would say, a My Lips But Better shade. I think it's so beautiful. And I don't know if you can see this, but even just using this product and the lip color before this, you can already tell that some of the lines in my lips have been hydrated and filled out, and my lips just look smoother overall. I hope it's coming across like that in camera, but I can really notice it in person in my mirror. Again, going to wipe this off and change, and we can take this up a step. So when I first got these, I was thinking about date night looks, and I knew that I had to do a red lipstick, and what is more iconic than a winged liner and a red lipstick? So this is where we are. I am just going to hop right in with eyeliner. This is the Precision Eye Definer in Noir from Chanel. I'm just going to go for it. And I'm going to clean this up so I don't have to be too precise with the bottom part of the wing. I'm just giving myself a rough line of where I want to start. I'm just keeping my eyes open so that I can kind of create the line of this wing. I'll be cleaning it up as we go, but we'll do a big cleanup at the end. I'm using a pencil eyeliner for this because I want to smudge it out in my next look, but you can also use a liquid. Chanel has some really, really nice felt tip liquid eyeliners. And I'm going to get started on this other side so I can match it before I clean everything up. So I worked my way from the outside of the wing into about the middle of my eye where I stopped, and then using a smudge brush, I'm just going to very lightly smudge that end out so it really blends into my lashes. Using my Chanel Micellar Cleansing Water, I like to just squirt like half a pump of that into the cap and then use a Q-tip. And I'm just going to clean up the bottom edge of this wing. Excuse me if I'm making a weird face. And I'm also actually going to take off some of the shadow that was under my eye while I'm doing this. After that, I'm going in with another liquid eyeshadow from Chanel. This is in the color Rayon. Put a bit of that on my hand, and I'm just going to use my finger to put that on the inner corner of my eye and blend it onto my lid a little bit. I just want to brighten up this part of my eye. Pumping up the concealer a little bit. This is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer, and just putting a tiny dot of that under my eye and blending this out just to make sure that there's nothing messy under my eyes here. And just adding a touch of that Chanel powder again to set that. Since this is a more defined look, I want to define my cheekbones. I'm using the Trini London cheekbones in Kate. Really cool toned bronzer color. Adding just a tiny bit of that with my finger and blending it out. This is just going to give you a little bit of shadow. It's not to give you a lot of warmth in your face. Again, working with my fingers so it all stays really natural. Just a tiny bit of definition, but I really think that it makes a difference. For my lips, I will be using 138 Vitalite, and this is a true red with no shimmer. Wow. Just really wanted to go with the classic look for this one so that we can all appreciate this color. I chose this for maybe more of a date night type of look, but I think a look like this you can wear anytime. So unfortunately, going to have to wipe this off and change so that we can move on to the next look. This is a fun look. I was actually pretty surprised by the lip color that you guys picked for this look because it's not the color that I was expecting. But we're gonna do eyes first. I'm using the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette and just using this dark brown color here with a damp brush. And I'm going to apply this over my wing and then smudge it out and just kind of build it up so that we get a really nice but still relatively natural smoky eye going on. So I'm then just going to smudge this out, and you don't have to worry about keeping that bottom line of the wing perfect because we're gonna go back in and clean that up again. Just focus on getting a really nice little smudge out of this. And I'm going to add some more brown. You just gotta keep smudging and working with it and getting it to a point that you're really happy with. I'm going to take the lighter matte brown shade of this palette, just kind of blend out around the edges and into my crease a little bit. And the nice thing about this is that it's totally fine to be messy because that's kind of the look that we're going for here, just smudgy and smoky. And I'm just going to add a touch more of that black eyeliner just along the lash line here. And going back in with another Q-tip, we're just going to clean up the edge here like we did before. I like to hold the mirror pretty far out when I'm doing this because I feel like it helps me get a better shape for my eye. And this is also going to extend your wing out pretty far, so you want to be careful of that and just make sure that it's not getting too long. So I'm just going to repeat all the steps I did on this eye on this one. Using the lighter brown shade, bringing some of this under my eye as well. And even though we cleaned up that wing, this is going to add a little bit of definition to your eyes, smudging out with my finger. I'm gonna give my lashes a recurl here using the Chanel Le Volume Stretch mascara and adding a layer of that. And this is really going to give you a nice evening look, having a strong lash like this. Using another classic, I am warming up my face and using circular motions, I'm just going to add a bit of a glow just to this section of my face. Also using the Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. It's a very lightweight liquidy formulation and a little bit goes a long way because it gives you such a beautiful glow. I'm just applying this right over where I used the Balm Essential earlier in the video. This is 114 Glow. This color I think is such an elegant and glamorous color, and I'm so happy that I had you guys put a vote on it because I might not have chosen this color. So I think it just brings the look together really beautifully. Thank you guys so much for watching this video to this point. I hope you enjoyed all of these looks and the build up to a really glamorous night out look. Thank you again to Chanel for partnering with me on this video, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you guys want to see more beauty videos.